Forde Radio number 16. Still going, still hacking them out. It's me by myself today. Hopefully this podcast finds you well, which is always a funny phrase to say at the start of emails. But yeah, I generally hope that you're well and you're doing okay. It's a funny time. These lockdowns are getting to people. Lockdown life is becoming more and more strange, and the more you kind of step back and look at your life, what we've been up to for the last year, and it is, no one's got anything to say when you contact them, what you've been up to, what's new, nothing, lockdown in it. There was a picture, a quote that's gone round kind of the UK, some of my people have seen it, that it's okay that that group chats are down and no one wants to do anything and no one wants to talk, because everyone's just struggling at the moment, which I'm a little bit upset about, because I think potentially we're struggling because we're not using the technology that we're lucky to have to communicate and stay in touch and see our friends and use cameras as I'm doing now, although most of you listen on Spotify, which is great. So I just want to say, we've got 6 weeks now till the gym's open. Boris has announced today that it's the 12th of April when we open. It's going to be exciting for everyone, I think, to get in, but weirdly scary and different. I know a lot of people are ready to get back into the gym, staff-wise, client-wise, but a lot of people aren't, and yeah, it's going to be different. I don't think anything will be the same. Though from a personal point of view, I kind of feel fine. I feel happy, like I'm getting some good results from my clients. I'm getting contacted by people quite frequently on the internet about more training, so this is good. What's going to happen when the gym's open, I'm not sure, because people go back to what they were doing before, or they'll start going back to classes and stuff. Because some people have generally said, and it's fine, that they're doing this for a bit of accountability till the gyms are open. Like, we do Zoom sessions in the front room. I just make them work a bit harder than they think they can work, and don't let them walk off and talk to the phone, or look at the phone, which can happen a lot when you're kind of working out in your house, in your little house. But yeah, like I say, I'm happy. I think having worked at Fit 26 last year, which was enjoyable, and I learnt a lot and I met a lot of great people along the way, actually I was quite frustrated in some aspects of the running, like behind the scene things, just stuff that I couldn't control. So now that I'm the master of my own ship, of my own destiny, I feel a little bit happier with what I can do and how I can work with these things. But also, like, looking back on kind of a lot of time in my 20s, I suffered from a lot of depression and a lot of anxiety, and had some speaking therapy about it, like saw a counsellor and stuff. So kind of at the moment, I've got my own space. I can play guitar when I want. I can watch what I want on TV. Like, TV's great. I'm seeing clients and I'm communicating regularly with clients. I'm a lot better with money. I can't waste it on booze and going out and chasing those feelings. So actually, from a personal point of view, having been in the absolute doldrums in my 20s, and that's for a lot of reasons, like a lot of my peers went to university and I didn't. I was working in a swimming pool, which was okay but not great when you want to be, you don't know what you want to be really, but you definitely know that you don't want to be working in a swimming pool at the weekends and mornings and evenings and like leisure time. So yeah, my 20s were a bit grim, couldn't drive, stuff like that. But again, it was all my own fault. It was all down to me, where I'd kind of got myself into that mess. So yeah, I feel like I'm in a lot better position as person, as a man, I suppose, to actually, right, we just make the best of things and we keep progressing on in lockdown. And now we've got a light at the end of the tunnel. I think it'll be easier. We've got something to aim for, and we can keep working through that. What have I got else for you today? I just want to thank at this point the feedback that I've had from my clients all around the world. International feedback this week from Abdullah in Kuwait, who's been listening. So hello mate, hope your ankle's feeling better. We'll see you in a session soon. And Ria, again, thanks for all your words of encouragement, always very appreciative, down in Byron Bay. Right, what else has happened this week? Nothing, but I slept terribly on Saturday night and I woke up, I couldn't move my head, like the muscle was all spasmed up in my neck and it was horrid. So what did I do to get out of it? I put a TENS machine on it, which is like one of those, it's like a 6-pack machine. You know, you get those cheapy 6-pack machines that you put on your abs and it turn it on and it squeezes. It's like sends a pulse. So as sports therapists, we've got a little tool that's very similar. You just stick 2 stickers on, it sends electrical current from pad to pad. The lecturers didn't really like them when we're at uni, and they said, oh yeah, you could do, it's not great, but you can't really, I can't massage myself, I can't book in for a massage, so stuck that on, and it sorted it out. Sunday I had it on for about an hour, and then today's Monday morning had it on again for an hour. I managed to get it up cranked quite high. I was trying to do other things, but my shoulder was just jumping around and my head was moving around. So got the old TENS machine on and it feels like it's cleared up. Hopefully I feel like it's accelerated how it's healing. But the point of this is the word I've got written next to the neck note on my little pad here is prevention is better than the cure. So that goes for all sorts of ailments that people come and see me, like bad back, or they've eaten too much, or they've got fat for whatever reason. I always think prevention is always better than the cure. Don't let the problem happen. So in my case, what I need to do is just keep working on my posture. I'm working through a marketing course at the moment, so I'm sat down a lot, or I'm hunched over my laptop. So I just need to make sure that I'm keep sitting up straight and taking breaks. I need to make sure that I'm using my foam roller and my peanut roller on my back so that my spine stays in nice straight and the muscles around it are nice and healthy. I have to admit I have been neglecting that, and I've been doing that like a madman for the last 2 days to try and get it out and to keep my shoulders back, keep stretching out my chest, and working with the lacrosse ball to kind of release those trigger points. So I feel like prevention is better than the cure. Certainly in my case of my sore neck, but this counts for everyone, where they are speaking about poorly knees, poorly balance, they've put too much weight on lockdown. It's always easier. Prevention is better than the cure. And certainly that was my neck hurting and going into spasm and not being able to, like, I felt sick and stuff, couldn't move my head, like I couldn't drive because I was having to turn my chest and shit. It was weird. Right, but anyway, so my lesson from that is make sure you do your foam rolling, make sure you do your stretching, try not to do too much time on the phone as well. I think we're all doing a lot more time on the telephone with this pandemic, this lockdown. We're trapped in, we're not seeing people, we're not getting out and about, can't do the regular activities, so the phone's easy to grab hold of. The other thing is why is PT like dating? Why is PT like dating? So this is kind of down to, I have a few clients and people who try and contact me. Oh, I'd like to do PT. Great. I need to speak to you. I just want to have a chat so you can ask me questions, but I can ask you questions. I need to find out if this is right for you. And sometimes I've had a few people, and potentially you might be listening to this now thinking, oh, this is me. It's not you. This has happened all the time in personal training. It's just happened a couple of times in the last month. So I just wanted to speak about it. And rearranging calls, or I can't talk to you for a week, for whatever reason. But if we can't get on a chat, on a talk, it kind of means I only want to talk to you for 10 minutes, not even that, maybe 15, just to see what you want to achieve and what's going on with you. If it's hard for you to do that and commit to a time within a week, what's going to happen when I say, right, I need you to do 20 minutes walking before you go to work. I need 20 minutes walking before you make tea. I need, I think it'd be helpful if you did a HIIT session on Sunday morning. I think it'd be good if you could go shopping. I need you to go shopping every week and make sure you've got a fridge full of broccoli and chicken and vegetables and spices, and cook this and like, I've got things for you to do for you to get to where you want to be. So if you're struggling to commit to a 10-minute phone call in 7 days, what's going to happen when I say the things that I've just listed prior? I'm not going to list them again. But if we have to go through all that, like, this is kind of alarm bells ringing for me that this might be hard work for you to either get yourself into the mindset of, yeah, I want to change, yeah, I want to be better, yeah, I want to improve. But yeah, the way I work is I set you out some easy tasks to start, and then the tasks get bigger and harder and bigger and harder. If you're struggling with the easy tasks for the first 10 days, 2 weeks, it's going to be so much harder getting you to do the big boulders as things progress to get you going forward. So the lesson is I need to work, well, from my point of view, I need more to work harder with people so they're committed and they're ready to buy. I need to, like, I've been studying this, all of like products and deadlines and stuff. I don't want to be cheesy and say, oh, you've got to sign up in so much time and start putting limits on it. Some people do it, and some people work in blocks and groups and stuff like that. Most of my clients are one-to-one, and I'm flexible with how it all works, but I still need that commitment from the start off. Okay, I'm going to cap it there just before 15 minutes. Right, thanks for listening. I really appreciate it, and it's helpful for me. If you want to drop me a message, I'm sure you've got me on some kind of internet social network to let me know if you're enjoying these, or if you think they're boring and you think I should stop. Fine, do it. Voice your opinion. Everyone's entitled to it. Right, yeah, thank you very much for listening. I really appreciate it. And thanks for all the guests that have been on prior. We've got some more lined up. We just need to get some commitment. Right, thank you. Take care.